It is officially March, so let's talk about some of those stats and what you can expect from now through the end of the month. Average high goes from 58 to 68 degrees, average low 36 to 45 degrees, so a nice little warm up that we're going to start to see. Just a little bit over 3 inches of rainfall on average, but we also still talk about a decent amount of snow. We start to get a little bit more moisture back from the Gulf, so when we do have these really strong cold fronts, we've seen some pretty high total length snowstorms in the past, and the biggest thing is we're going to gain 1 hour and 9 minutes of daylight. That is something a lot of people are looking forward to, especially once we spring forward and we'll start to have those sunsets after 7:30. But let's also talk about some of those extremes that we've had in the month of March. Record high temperature was 99 degrees. That was back in 1907. We've had a record low temperature of -3 degrees. That was back in 1948. We also, like I said, start to see a little bit more moisture. So we've had pretty rainy months, 11.94 inches. That was back in 1973. Like I mentioned, we have had some pretty big snowstorms in March too. 19.7 inches. That was back in 1924. And yes, we do start to see more activity when it comes to tornadoes. We just experienced that the other night. But the most tornadoes statewide that we've had in the month of March was 17, and that was back in 1991. So for tornadoes so far in Oklahoma for this March, we've already had 7 reported. Some are still being actively investigated right now, so this number could go up. And the March average is usually about 3.8 tornadoes. Comparing this to last year, we only had 2 tornadoes across the state, so already starting off with a pretty busy severe weather season. And if you're ever wondering what those temperatures are going to look like as we continue further into March, you can always look on fox23.com under the weather tab. Back to you.